While I did not drink from the chalice of Jesus, nor enter the temple, I stood where Indiana Jones stood. In that first breathtaking moment, I enjoyed the mesmerizing view of one of the 7 wonders of the world. It is a treasury. That is a mausoleum. A backdrop for movie scenes like Indiana Jones and the Transformers. In a country that hosts biblical ancient sites such as the River Jordan, where John the Baptist baptized Jesus Christ. A city shielded from Westerners for centuries. The famous ancient city of Petra is in Jordan. Petra is also known as the Rose City for its red sandstone cliffs and was settled in the 4th century BC. The breathtaking city is only a fraction of what it used to be before the 363 AD earthquake that destroyed a third of the beautiful city. The 1989 Indiana Jones The Last Crusade film gave a little realism to the site in that it was filmed in the early 1900s with a search for the Holy Grail, one of the most coveted treasures. First, Indiana Jones was a Westerner, and no Westerner had set foot in Petra until 1812, when Jonah Ludwig Burckhardt, a Swiss explorer disguised and living as an Arab, found the hidden ruins only known to the locals. Second was the Holy Grail reference. Petra's main attraction is the Treasury. Surprisingly, although it's called the Treasury, the structure is actually a tomb. An urn on the second story was considered to be containing the treasures of an Egyptian pharaoh, such that attempting to obtain the treasure called the renaming the structure to the Treasury. This long, curving, beautiful gorge, known as the Seat, is the same path that the traders and visitors used when Petra was first created.
Now from here we're going to do 800 meters. From here we will start to go in the canyon. Let me ask you, have you been here? And we're going to do 1,200 meters in this canyon, and there is a lot to see and to talk about it. And then we're going to come to the Treasury, the famous one. They don't want us to go outside because we were living inside. We were not listening. You know, they're scared. We might be lost. Then they told us a very scary story about the rose step decoration. Actually, the Nabateans used this design to design their own houses and tombs. As you remember, I told you they were believing of life after death. One of the spirits to take the spirit up to the sky and want to bring it down. I'm trying to say, wherever you see anyone like this, make sure that was a house and then tomb. Of course, the obelisk tomb is a monument. And when we look at that one, to say 5,700 units. But we are totally missing the top, the head, the shoulder, the face. But make sure even in that time, the lash of this person was seen very well when it was brand new. It was done 2,000 years ago. Who is he? He was not a god. He was a caravan leader. He is holding the camel, the ship of the desert. This is the front feet of the camel. The camel, the neck, the shoulder, the stomach, the trunk, the back feet. And there's one man and one camel as well behind. Why? It was just a message to the traders that this is the right way to go into the city of Petra, and to confirm that it's the same way to leave the city.
Imagine walking 1,200 meters to arrive at the Treasury. Between this and seeing the map, it is easy to believe Petra stretches over hundreds of square miles.
Those who have time.
Al-Khazna, the Treasury, is one of Petra's most iconic structures and is readily visible at the end of the scene. The Treasury, which is really a tomb standing 127 feet and is 82 feet wide, is carved into the face of the red stone rock. It was carved from the top down without laser technology.
Carvers working not individually, they work in teams, and they're asking for the best offer from the carver teams. The best offers come from the Mr. Aftah brothers workshop. He was the winner to this mission, and they made the agreement. 215 people start the carving in this monument in 17 years. From 5 BC to 12 AD, the carvings always comes from the top to the lower part. They used wooden sculpting, blind, and they don't have laser machines or computers or electricity or anything like this. Hammers and chisels, that's it, handmade. I am doing this job since 30 years and I can talk a lot, but one thing I am not able so far to describe it, to describe those people. Shall I say they were crazy, Genesis, magicers, angels? Why?
Aldar, the monastery, is one of Petra's best-known rock-cut monuments. It is an unfinished tomb facade that during Byzantine times was used as a church. Tombs? Are there more tombs? Petra is packed with intricately sculpted tombs carved into the facade of the mountains. The steps you see carved into the mountains are for the climbing to heaven. The Valley of the Kings in Luxor, Egypt, is one of the most famous ancient sites in the world, with over 60 tombs. Yet, it pales in comparison to Petra. Petra is one of the largest royal tomb complexes in the world, with approximately 1,000 individual tombs. Think about it. The Valley of the Kings, the Treasury. Who thinks of Petra as having 1,000 tombs?